Alright guys, ZFR back here again today, and that's right, today is the day that The Walking Dead returns. I know we've all been waiting for this second half of Season 7. I'm sure we're all excited for it. So the first episode of this second half is going to be called Rockin' the Road, episode 709. And pretty much like I'm just like super excited for it. It's just like every episode, of course, and just like every half season or beginning of season. Like it's just good to have The Walking Dead back. And we've got a couple promos for this. We got in some trailers and stuff for not only this episode but just the entire rest of this season. And I've already even kind of given you guys my thoughts on what's going to happen for the rest of this season in previous videos. So if you missed that, go back and check it out. But yeah, 709. So I'm thinking pretty much that there's not going to be all that much that's going to happen this episode. I think they're going to go to the kingdom. I think they're going to meet Ezekiel. We're going to see Morgan and Carol reunite with the group, even though Carol probably doesn't want to, but she's in a couple of these promos, so she definitely is going to get pulled back into all of this. Whether we know she's going to stay or not, of course. But I'm telling you, I just don't see Carol being able to turn her back on her friends when they need her the most. I just don't see it. Like, even if she says she wants to be done, there's no way she's actually going to be able to pull that off. That'll just, like, mess her up even more than she already is right now. So, yeah, she's definitely coming back. And like I said, I think this episode is going to be mainly about them trying to convince Ezekiel to have the kingdom help them in their fight against the saviors. And I believe the fact that Ezekiel's kind of hesitant to take his people into a war is going to be the so-called rock in the road that we see in the title. There's probably going to be a few hints at, the new group. I'm not going to go into any details and any spoilers, so don't worry about that if you're here and you don't want to get spoiled or anything. But there's supposed to be another group of people. As you know, we saw one of them in the last episode from the first half of season 7 with those weird boots and stuff. So we're going to see them at some point during the season. I don't think that's going to be yet though. So yeah, like so far there's not really much for me to say about this episode besides the fact that I think it's going to be a really nice episode. I'm not expecting too much action from it, to be honest with you. They might end up giving us something, I don't know. In the promo we just see what looks like them after what looks like, sorry guys, it looks like our group is leaving the hilltop and they're coming to the kingdom, and they run into a roadblock on the road. So this could actually be the little block in the road or whatever from earlier too. So yeah, it's just like I'm not expecting a lot from the episode. I do expect it to be good when it comes to introducing Ezekiel, seeing everybody come together again and stuff. Maybe get a few zombie kills in there, but I'm not expecting this episode to be like a really action-packed episode at all. Like I've said this in a past video, if you guys are expecting the rest of season 7 to kind of be better than the first half, or have way more action in the first half, I wouldn't expect that too much. I definitely think we're going to see more, but like I said, this season so far is really just a build-up season, and I think they could have remixed a few things differently to make it better for the first half and the second half. But like, it looks like this is going to be mainly a just set up season for all out war. And I believe at the end of the season, in the last few episodes, we're going to get a good amount of action as the war kind of starts. So, and then in season 8 we're going to see the actual war. But like for this episode, yeah, I don't know how much we're going to see. We do get to, however, see in this promo for this upcoming episode, the traps that Fat Joey was setting up, that you saw those two saviors talking about when Carl and Jesus were hiding in the back of the truck. They were actually talking about how Fat Joey what used to do, be in the military or something like that. And he knows how to make like these trip wire traps, and I do believe this is going to be the same thing as the C4 on the wire we saw in one of the promo images like way earlier, a few months ago. So yeah, I'm glad we're getting to actually see this. This just shows that they don't put little details like that in there and then just leave them. So I like how they made that connection there, and it's kind of a callback to Fat Joey, who, as we all know, died in the last episode, in episode 8 of this season. So yeah, it's cool. But anyway, like I said, I'm not expecting too much from this episode. There is something big in this episode besides meeting Ezekiel or having Rick and Ezekiel join forces and all that. Like, if there's something more than that, I really don't see it coming. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave likes and comments down below. I'm gonna have a pretty cool video about Eugene up later today, so if you're interested to see that, make sure you come back to check that out. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. ZFR out.